What's up, my Wozniaks? It's Deb from Mtg, aka the Sleepy Salami. I am a sleepy boy today, but that's alright. I'm going to push through, show off some gameplay with this deck that I've been playing for about 3 weeks or a month on Arena now. It's a special deck to me. It's been on the Patreon poll a couple times, never actually quite made it through, but I really want to show this deck off because, let me just put it this way. I test a lot of bad decks for the channel. You know, we like meme decks, we like janky decks and stuff like that. And I've got a subscriber base that mostly likes fun stuff that's not like top tier or anything. So I ended up testing out like a bunch of just garbage, like straight garbage. Like if you want a sneak peek, I'm actually going to go out here, show you some of the other stuff I'm working on. Elemental Fires, good deck, actually pretty decent, needs work. Lucky Secrets, this is trying to like... if the name wasn't self-apparent or self-evident, we're trying to use Lucky Clover and Merfolk Secret Keeper, along with Drowned Secrets and stuff, and Portal of Sanctuary to pop it back to our hand. It's a bad deck. It's so bad, y'all. It seems so fun. It's awful. High Alert, I wanted to see if this was any good in this current meta. It's actually a little better than I thought, but it's still bad. It's a bad deck. Mono Blue Phoenix, what a cute idea, right? It's so bad. So, like, when I want... you know, just free wins and stuff to kind of help rehabilitate my my place on the arena ladder. Like, I haven't been able, since I've been testing all these bad decks, I haven't been able to like get past gold tier on arena this season yet. It's like it's that kind of situation. So whenever I want to just like bang out free wins, I go with this deck, which is actually like only $10 in real life, I think, if you don't count like the Castle Ardenvales. I know this deck is less than like $15 in real life, not counting the sideboard. And if you want to see the sideboard, just check the deck list in the description there. There's a lot more to this deck than meets the eye, but like it's fairly straightforward at the same time. Like, it's just free wins a lot of the time in this format if you don't meet with a sweeper, and it has some sweeper protection too. You know, you get hit by Deafening Clarion, you got Rally of Wings, and that's happened. That's come in handy in more than one situation, but there's also an Unbreakable Formation, so we do have some sweeper protection in the deck. Aside from that, it's just like mostly flyers, you know, Fairy Guide Mother, Healer's Hawk, Loyal Pegasus, a Sky Tether to make sure that flyers can't block us and like big creatures can attack. Hushbringer, ridiculous card right now, and like none of our guys have ETB triggers really that we care about, so... why not play Hushbringer? This card is so good right now, y'all. But aside from that, you know, to me, just all stats. The text box doesn't really matter usually. Linden doesn't fly, but gains us a whole lot of life, you know, makes us win races against other aggro decks and whatnot. Heraldic Banner is just an awesome anthem effects right now. Conclave Tribunal, just removal and stuff. And then Giant Killer, I guess, is the only card in the deck I haven't covered yet. I mean, it's that straightforward. You know, Giant Killer is just, you know, tap stuff and sometimes kill big stuff like Questing Beasts and Cavaliers and whatnot. So, I mean, again, there's more to it than it looks like, but again, there's not really much to it, right? So, without explaining White Weenie to you in such great detail, because there's not really much to say about White Weenie, let's actually let it speak for itself and go into the arena and get in some games with it. All right, we got our first one here versus Frostin, and it sucks that they go first. That often is a really big deal for this deck, but still, we'll see what happens. We've only got one creature in our starter, and we don't have any one drop, so I'm actually not a huge fan of this opener, and I'm going to mulligan it up. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. I love having two Heraldic Banners. I'll throw back the Sky Tether. We'll see if that comes back to bite us, but it's often one of the least important cards in the deck, so we'll see what happens here. We're going to go Gilded Goose, a Curious Pair on turn one. Let's draw Plains, drop a Healer's Hawk, call it a day. Hopefully we'll draw a 2-drop next turn. That'd be really nice. But if anything, we can just start playing these Heraldic Banners and get down on it. So what you got, Frost, and a Lucky Clover. That's interesting. So we're both setting up board states. We're just drawing lands. That's not great. So let's swing with the Hawk and say go. I really don't like that we're just drawing lands. There's like 19 or I think there's 20 lands in this deck. So... shouldn't really draw too many lands after this. We'll have to see. Arena really hates me lately. It hates me so much. I just draw land after land after land, especially when I'm in top deck mode. It's just like 3 or 4 lands in a row lately. So, and I mean like for the last 2 or 3 days. It's been so serious. A Curious Pair again, and the Curious Pair, the creature half. We draw another land. Jeezy, crazy. All right. Well, let's Heraldic Banner. Goodness God gracious. Let's draw another one next turn, why don't we? Whew. Lord. Alright. Well, We have gotten in for 3, but they have 3 food tokens over there, so it's probably not going to matter too much. I wonder if this is Rampage of the Food. I played this deck on camera the other, like a week or 2 ago, I think for Thanksgiving, and like this deck is so fun, and it's actually like really good, to be honest. Edgewall Innkeeper, Curious Pair, draw yourself a card. Not bad. Not a bad turn. I'm lucky that we're up against a deck that takes a few turns to get going. We drew another land! Oh, what is happening? All right, well, let's Heraldic Banner. Then we can Linden, so at least that works out. But jeez, we've got to start drawing real cards. All right, get in. I'm not sure how much it's going to ultimately matter here. I think this food deck's going to start going over the top of us like real soon. If they get a Rampage of the Clans, are actually kind of in trouble. I think that's what deck this is, but I might be wrong. It might just be like a Feasting Troll King deck or something. Interesting to see Edgewall Innkeeper and Curious Pair is the only adventure creature so far. I have seen a couple of mono green adventure decks in my time. I will no blocks that. I am not falling for whatever it is, Insatiable Appetite or something. And if they decide to cast it anyway and hit us for the damage, then I'm fine with that. I wonder if they're going to Wicked Wolf this Linden away this turn. That'd be a fun play, wouldn't it? That would just turn the whole dang game around. Alright, so we're at 23. No combat tricks. Come on, Frostin'. Garenbrig Carver just comes down. Another! Are you joking? Wow. That's not supposed to happen. It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 9 total mana available to us between, what's on the battlefield and what's in our hand. I don't know that I've been playing this deck for weeks, about a month, and I don't know that I've ever had 9 mana. all total. This is a first. We do have them at 11 here, but again, they've got a bunch of food out. But our life total's pretty good. If we can hang in there and actually draw magic cards on a couple of our turns, then we might be able to pull something off here. But I'm really afraid they're about to go way over the top. Like, here comes an FTK. You just going to get in with everybody? Yeah, just get in with everyone. That's fine. That's fine. No blocks. Go down to 21. Yeah, no combat tricks. I know they've got an Insatiable Appetite. I just know it. Garenbrig Carver comes down. It's not supposed to be a good card, but it is. It's holding our Linden off pretty well here, and they have mana for an Insatiable Appetite. If we swing in with Linden, they'll sack a food. Now they don't. All right, so Conclave Tribunal. Let's just pay mana for it. I want to hit this Garenbrig Carver just so we can get through for damage, but I also kind of want to hit this Edgewall Innkeeper. You let me know what you do in the comments, but I'm just going to get the raw damage. And then swing them in. Not bad. They're at 6. We're up to 26. Even if this is Rampage of the Food at this point, they really don't have too many foods left. They do have a Lucky Clover they can turn into a Centaur as well. Oh, they scooped it up. All right, so nice. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, they could have gone up to 12 and then gone back down to 9 from Healer's Hawk damage. No, man, I probably would have hung in there on that one, actually. Note that we are gold tier 4. Like I said, it's been a rough week. There have been a couple of decks that I'm testing out that are looking really good. Angel Fire, you may have noticed that in the deck list. That is a Boros Angels with Fires of Invention list, and that has actually been really good, and it's in the Patreon poll right now, and it's just crushing. And the Patreon poll ends in an hour, so I'm pretty sure that it's going to win that poll pretty easily. So tomorrow, the deck tech's going to be Angel Fire, and I actually think that deck is really good, but aside from that, it's been mostly trash that I've been testing lately. So I'm going to go ahead and Giant Killer here. Let's get our board state going. I'm going to Hushbringer next turn. Got Heraldic Banner the turn after that. It's looking okay. Let's swing in old Jack here. And then Hushbringer. Let's see if Hushbringer brings us any value this game. We'll see. Even if they remove this one, we have another one. So, able to do something with Hush Puppies. They're going to murder the Hushbringer, so they are a little freaked out by it. That's good to see. Which makes me just want to Hushbringer again, honestly. Get in with Jack. Alright, they're at 18. Not the best way to start a game, but at least we kind of got... Oh, they're going to Assassin's Trophy. They really don't like Hushbringer. Let's go get that land. It's actually going to be pretty sweet next turn. Oh, I didn't want to draw another Atomic. Another Tommy gun here. Well, let's Heraldic Banner to get this party started. Swing away with Jack. We're going to take Jack all the way this game. Let's Atomic. Little Jin and Atomic. And if nothing else, like, we can start Castle Ardenvailing or something. Boy, you just got a deck full of removal, don't you? I respect that. Completely respect that. Especially since it's just letting us take this Jack places we didn't think we could take it, right? Alright, so that was a weird sentence. Alright, so down to 14. Let's Tomic. Let's end the turn. Try and get a Castle Ardenvale token at the end of their turn here. Or are you just going to kill it? Oh my god. It's ridiculous. It's your deck of 25 removal spells. It might do the job. But that's cool. We're going to get a creature anyway. We're just, you know, running them out of resources. They do still have 4 cards in their hand, which is kind of amazing considering like how many removal spells they've cast. But let's just try to ride Castle Ardenvale to the win here. I think we might be able to pull it off. Even if they play a threat, we've got a Conclave Tribunal now. Rally of Wings is a little bit dead because we've only drawn... Well, we've drawn enough flyers this game. They've just killed them all. So here's a Nissa. Totally fine with that. Resolve. Get in for 3. Come on. Come on, big boy. It's okay. Well, I almost hit next turn, but let's make a guy. They're going to return to nature. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay. That's not fine, but it's going to have to be, I guess. See if they turn this game around with main deck return to nature. Should see that coming in this day and age. Wonder if I can just race them. We're gonna all attack. Although it would be really cheeky to have tapped their forest on their upkeep. Because now they can just play another Nissa. They're going to Wicked Wolf. Ugh. Yuck. Okay. Just everything they need to turn this game around. Get in. It's got vigilance. It's totally fine. See, and if we had a flyer or two... Oh, here come the lands again. If we had a flyer or two, we could probably do something. It turns out we can't. Just one Rally of Wings can really help. Excuse me. But we are down to the nothings now. And, you know, like I said, our luck lately has just been like, draw lands. Draw lands, bro. So, let's Castle Ardenvale. Pass it up. Block the forest. Really hoping to be able to outlast in this game, but it's not looking great. Another land! You see what I mean, y'all? It's serious. Just can't win out there. This turn they're going to be able to start generating value with Savvy Hunter, getting food. That's just going to increase their life total. That's not good. So let's Castle Ardenvale. You make your food, that's going to win you the game. Doesn't really matter what we block. That's fine. Go down to 8. And draw a land. What? Okay, well, let's get out of here. I wish I could say that this was truly a good game, but I'll still good game the opponent. And concede. Man, land. I don't know, y'all. I'm in a funk lately with the lands. Like I said, I think there's like 20 lands in this deck. There are extremely few lands in this deck, but when it's time to draw lands, man, that's what happens. when it's turn 5, you're not drawing any more real Magic cards for the rest of the game. At least that's been my curse lately. I'm usually a very superstitious person, but geez. It has been my fate lately. Alright. Opponent again goes first, which is another thing that I'm cursed with on camera. Go back and watch all the clips of me playing games on camera here. You'll notice that we very rarely get to go first, but I don't want to fuss too much. I just want to play some Magic, so let's go ahead and Giant Killer here. Again, not much of a turn 2 play here. Really wish that we had at least another 1-drop to go with, but we're going to shock the Giant Killer. Here comes a land. Oh boy. God, I might should have mulliganed this hand, to be honest. This one could be on me, as they so often are. I'm not saying I'm the best Magic player, but let's Linden. Let's do it. See what happens. You gonna get Scorching Dragon fired? That would be great. Maybe we're up against Gruul Control. I hope so. Salmon Sprint. You have a scry. You need it so bad. Season of Growth. So this is the green-red Dreadhorde Arcanist deck. That'd be cute. Alright, so got another land. Note how that doesn't do anything. So we'll drop a Heraldic Banner. Name White. And just pop on in. Why not? We're just going to win off Linden this game, y'all. How has our opponent not played anything yet? I mean, they've played a Season of Growth and they've scribed with a Salmon Sprint. They have 5 lands. They should do something this turn. This is when things get crazy. This is when things get crazy. Salmon Sprint. Main phase Salmon Sprint on our creature. Is the only creature in your deck Dreadhorde Arcanist? I sincerely hope that's what's going on here. Alright, so let's go ahead and smash in, I guess. 14. And Atomic. Hopefully put him at 7, maybe even 5 next turn if we decide to cast Rally. But I actually think Rally's going to be an anti-removal spell in this match. Rimrock Knight. Rockin' rims with the 360 windmill. Season of Growth. Get you a scry. Big Papa. You go ahead and Domri's Ambush. It's actually real nice, isn't it? That's delicious. Okay. Not too worried about it, though, turns out. Alright, our turn. Hushbringer. Let's get on in with Tommy. The Tommy gun. Let's Hushbringer. Then let's end the turn. Hold up Rally of Wings here. And then, let's see, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can put him at 2 with a Rally of Wings next turn. Here's a Gnarlback Rhino. Okay. That's fine. You don't get to do stuff with it, though. Just letting you know. I'll take 4. It's whatever. Whatevs. Our turn. Alright, so we got a Hushy Bee again, so that's pretty sweet. We'll go ahead and tie up their dudes here. Yeah. Just put them at 6 and hold up Rally here. And if we have to cast Rally to end the game next turn, we should be able to do that. Frenzied Arynx, they still have 2 mana left. But no Riots. Actually, Interesting. All right, collisions. So that's not great. But it's probably fine. Get in. Get on Insky. We're being real patient with Australia Wings. Like, insanely patient. They have no cards in their hand. What I'm thinking of doing, just so you know, like I'm just sitting here being silent, what I'm thinking of doing is just Conclave Tribunaling the Frenzied Eric's, and then they can't, like, draw Domery's Ambush. I'm going to say nice for saying our go here, because we haven't even gotten Hourglass yet. And they said, your go. It's like, I know. I'm just making decisions here. I think I'd rather hold up Rally. Yeah, they just drew a land, so that's fine. Get in with Frenzied Rx. Do what you got to do. No blocks. Pump it a few times. Pump it exactly once. It costs so freaking much to pump it. And let's keep it up. All right, so we're 2-1 here with this deck. And that game, we didn't just draw lands. We did draw lands. But we didn't just draw lands. The deck happens to win again. So let's see. Let's get in another one here. See if we can go 3-1. And then maybe packing in. Maybe I want to try to get to 5 games here. Because the deck does play really fast games. Here's Meatloaf's Desire. That's a good name on Arena right there. So we go first, and we have a pretty decent opener. That's nice. That is nice, everybody. If all goes well, we can drop, Healer's Hawk turn 1 right here. Get in with it turn 2 and drop 2 more 1-drops, and then turn 3 Heraldic Banner. So that is just chef's kiss. Opening hand for the deck right there. Let's see if it all works out. Loyal Pegasus. Giant Killer. Get in. All right. Not bad. All right. Ooh, it's a Jun deck. That's neat. Crawl Harpooner. Can't actually... Well, I mean, I guess you can. You can kill this Healer's Hawk. Reach is also bad. Yep. Oh, God. They got, like, the absolute best thing they could have possibly gotten, didn't they? All right. Well, that's hilarious. Let's... Man, I wish I could play both this turn, Banner and Rally. Let's tell them we're thinking so they're not going to be like, oh, your turn, it's your go. All right, so let's... I don't want to waste this Tribunal. I really don't. What I want to do is Heraldic Banner this turn and probably just, like, not attack, as much as I hate that. Oh, such a good opener. Crawl Harpooner was, like, the absolute best card they could have had against us, and they had it. Oh, my goodness. That's deflating right there, but that's okay. Let's keep pushing through. They're going to kill something this turn. It sure looks like. Or maybe they're just going to punish us by sitting around for as long as we sat around. I find that people tend to do that on occasion. All right, so they want all 3 mana. This turn cycle, they're going to Bone Crusher. Lovestruck Beast, get the token. Get in for 3. Nice. All right, we got another Tribunal. Man, that hand went from, like, amazing opener to garbage quick. It's all because of Harpooner. Man. It was so promising. And these decks usually don't even play Crawl Harpooner. Like, that happens on Arena all the time. I really have to commend people for that. Like, very often on Arena, I'll get hit by stuff that, like, literally no one plays. Like, how do you game plan against that, you know? That happens a lot, too, where, like, you'll make a deck. I mean, I'm just venting at this point because I'm sure you've all been through it, but you'll make a deck that's supposed to be, like, meta-crushing, you know? Like, oh, this is going to beat Jund Sacrifice and Fires of Invention. You know, it's guaranteed to win against both of them. So I'm going to win all my games. And then you'll play like 10 games in a row, and no one will be playing those decks. They'll all be playing decks from like literally last year, like from before rotation. Like what? Like, I don't deserve that. You know. So we're going to waste this Conclave Tribunal on a Gruul Spellbreaker, and then they're going to play Lovestruck Beast next turn. So we're probably going to scoop this one up really soon. So if we'd have actually not gotten Harpooner there, we'd still be attacking in the air with 2 creatures a turn. So, you know, with a Heraldic Banner out, with Lifelink from Healer's Hawk. So this would be a much different story if they literally didn't have one very specific card that is extremely unpopular at the moment. So, woof. Just goes to show you something probably. I'm not really sure what the lesson is at all. But here comes Questing Beast. Sweet. Hey, we drew a land, everyone. That's pretty sweet. I'm gonna say good game, but it was not. It was not. Although it was. I mean, I got to give it to him because Crawl Harpooner, and they probably only play like 2 Crawl Harpooner in the deck because who plays all 4 and who plays any in the first place in this meta right now? What? Crawl Harpooner? What? Like, I've seen it in some. I'm putting down Crawl Harpooner a lot here. I have seen it in some decks from time to time, but like very, very extremely few and far between. But again, they got the one card that could just crush our starts. I guess that does go to show you how like one early play can change the whole face of a game. Hey, we go first. And again, this hand looks promising. We'll keep it and see if it truly is. Let's Plains, Healer's Hawk, and say go. All right. Let's settle in, everybody. Oh no, is it the same deck? Different user? Audradic? That's your name. All right, so we are going to get in with Healer's Hawk. Play Hushbringer. And yeah, I went with Hushbringer instead of Tomic there. I find that, especially if they drop a Black Source on turn 1, you want to get Hushbringer down very quickly. There's an awful lot of black and green creatures, for that matter, that have like insane ETB or dies triggers. So they're going to Thought Erasure here. I wonder what you take. Probably the Tomic, if I'm guessing. Tomic. They're having a rough time of it. Maybe they want to get rid of the Hushbringer and then kill this Hushbringer. Although, this appears to be Grixis, so I doubt they really care that much about ETB triggers. We'll see. I wonder if it's Grixis Fires or if it's just like Grixis Control. Maybe it's some sort of Phoenix deck. I've seen a few of those crop up lately. You all right over there? Maybe there's connection issues. No, they got rid of the Tomic. Okay. They got spooked by the rope there. Okay. This is good. We still need a land and a Heraldic Banner to like really make this a good opener. I also don't want to get hit by Cry the Carnarium next turn. Possibly even Flame Sweep. So I really have the compulsion to play it safe and not play all these creatures. But let's make them have it. We gotta make them have it. I really wish we had this third land. Or a Heraldic Banner. One or the other. Alright, Legion. Alright, let's give them a nice for that one. Well, there's the third land. So that's pretty sweet. Sorry for wrecking your ears, headphones users. That was an exciting play. It really was. Yet another card that no one plays anymore. It just crushed us. At least in the meta right now, you do see Legions in every now and again because cat combo, but usually you don't see it much because they'll just like sacrifice cat to Witch's Oven in response. You know, who cares? Oh, it's going to be Fires because there's Fae of Wishes. They're just down on lands. We get all the lands though, don't we? All right. Well, let's go on ahead and attack, gain a couple of life, whatever. But you don't see Legions in too much anymore just because there's like so few small creatures. You know, Fae of Wishes is a good exception to that rule, but oh my god, another one. You don't see it very much. Another Hushbringer. For some reason, they think we need that. We'll play it. I mean, why not, right? Although this game's probably not going to go great, especially if our opponent starts getting the lands they need. And they probably do. If this is Fires, they probably play like 27 lands. And there's another one, and they'll take damage for it too. So that they can cry of the Carnarium, which is usually in these Fires decks that include black instead of white. Because, you know, in the red-white builds, it's always Deafening Clarion. But you'll often see Cry in these. There's Murderous Rider. Another land. I mean, see, I'm not like lying. it's always lands every single game. Especially once we're past like turn 3 or 4, it's just that's what we're drawing. Hope you like it. Hey, a Karn's Bastion, Fires of Invention. We knew that was going to happen. Saw that coming. Murderous Rider comes down. Could actually win their game for them. All right, Fairy Guidemother. Let's go full Monty on Fairy Guidemother here. So they're going to go back up to 10 this turn when they attack with Murderous Rider. Murderous Rider's kind of a jerk. Maybe this deck should play like Dawn of Hope or something. It's because we gain some life. You know, we got Healer's Hawk, Hushbringer, Linden, and all that. And it'd be nice to have Mana Sink to gain some life with. And draw some cards. Because I don't think, like, I don't know that we have enough, like, real Anthem effects in this format right now for Mono White to be, like, a real deck. Alright. Conclave Tribunal. Which just has to hit Nicol Bolas. Regardless of what I want to do with it, it's got to hit Nikki B. I guess we'll get in. What can turn this around? Another removal spell would be nice. I don't think it's enough. They have 5 cards in their hand in their Fires deck, so... And they're going to go wishing for something this turn. I wonder what they're going to get with Granite. I wonder if they're going to get a sweeper or something to just go over the top. Because either way, we're in a really fragile position. You know, it looks like, if you just look at the life totals here, it looks like we're just destroying them, you know. But, Nicol Bolas. Really didn't expect him to have another Nikki B. That's not good. It's not good at all. What else you got this turn? Lily, oh my goodness. Should have expected that. Get in with Murderous Rider. And we drew a land. See y'all? I'm not messing around. We draw a lot of lands. So let's get another one in. Let's see if we can at least hit parity here. All right, we got another one up against Ling Chen here. Let's see if this actually looks like a pretty decent opening hand. I hate double Castle Ardenvale so much. That's not great. Yeah, I'll mulligan that. I'll learn a lesson and mulligan that. It looks a lot better, I think. I'm actually going to ditch this Conclave Tribunal, I think. No, let's ditch a Guidemother. Let's throw that back. Yeah, looks good to me. All right, yeah, this deck has not been performing quite as well as it has been for me in testing so far. I really wish this would have been a little bit more illustrative of how this deck has been performing for me up to the present moment. Not great right now, obviously. So let's throw down Giant Killer here. I don't think we'll have to worry too much about 4 power creatures. Shock. Get in with TSD. And then this turn we can Hushbringer. Not so bad. I was fully expecting like a light at the stage there or something. Actually, this turn. I think I'll Peggy Sue right there. Fairy Guidemother. Yeah, that's the ticket. Let's see if it comes back to bite us, because an idea there. Go ahead and shock it. Just waste every card in your hand. But that's what we're doing too. We're all, we're at 3 cards. They were at 3 cards. Ginger Brute. So this is obviously a Cavalcade deck, right? Could it be any more obvious? I'm not sure. But we'll see if it comes back to bite us. Maybe we should have saved the Fairy Guide Mother, use the Adventure Half on Hushbringer to gain some life back or something. But we'll see. Let's go ahead and throw down Hushbringer here. See if it too gets shocked. They start with every shock in the deck in their hand. Cavalcade, it's happening. Watch out, everyone, it's happening. So we're going to go to 14 this turn, which isn't so bad. Heraldic Banner. Let's let the race start here. All right, so they're at 15. We're up at 16 now. Oh, Torbran! You come down and ruin the party, buddy. 3, 6, 79, 10, 11, 12. So, yeah, we're going down to 6 here. All right, so you know what we have to do this turn. It's Conclave Tribunal, this Torbran. Oof, da. All right. Cheesy, crazy. Yeah. All right. We'll go up to 8. They're at 11. Hopefully, they didn't draw another Torbran here. Oh my goodness! What a perfect game for them. It happens. It happens. And as a matter of fact, Mono Red is the deck we're supposed to prey on the most. But, I mean, what are you supposed to do about that? So, this will be the last one, I think. Gaming God 213. I'm shaking. I'm shaking in my boots. Opponent goes first, but we have a decent opener, at least what I thought was a decent opener at the beginning of this day. But now I'm questioning everything. They're going to duress us and get Rally out of our hand. So I guess we don't have to worry about that anymore, right? Bad card anyway, right? Right, guys? Healer's Hawk comes down. Rally's actually a game winner a lot of the time. Yark's Finlurker. It's that deck. It's that deck. All right. I really want to get rid of the planes. I think it's the right call statistically to get rid of the planes, because we're gonna draw another one, right? We didn't like all last game, so like we're bound to, right? That's what the odds say. So let's Fairy Godmother, this Healer's Hawk. Put him at 17. We're up to 23. Say go. See what they throw down this turn. Is it going to be Davy? Davriel? Oh, Ayara. Okay. That's fine. I mean, it's not, but we can deal. Okay, we didn't get the land. Ah! It's Tomic. Get in with Healer's Hawk. All right. This will be a fun one. This will be so fun. All right. 4th land comes down on that side. Yark's Finlurker. Get rid of the Sky Tether. And what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Whole lot of nerfing. Whole lot of Nathan. Yeah. Oh, what a life. What a life I live. All right, so let's get. If we just get the 3rd land in one of these games, the Magic Gods did hear me, and like I said, they decided to Monkey's Paw me. Yeah, you sacrifice a black creature to draw a card. That's a fine play. All right, so Fairy Guide Mother's gonna come down, and then I'm gonna Giant Killer. Even though I'm kind of worried about like a Spawn of Mayhem or something, even though I don't think this deck's playing that card. Rankle would suck. Rankle would suck, like, super hard. And you know it's in the deck. It's only a matter of time. But I guess we could just block it with Guide Mother this turn. Murderous Rite of the Tomik. Go down to 13. And then what else are you going to do? What else are you going to do, hot boy? Nothing. Alright, so Gaming God, we got it. We are the Gaming Gods. Alright, so let's play this heraldic banner, this Geraldo Rivera. Name White. And then let's throw some damage down their throat. Why don't we try and do that? That's what this deck is mostly attempting to do. You wouldn't know it from watching it. Put them at 9. We're at 24. If the life totals were the only thing that mattered, like our life... Oh my god, Liliana. Our life total has been like great a few times this game. Yeah. Each player sacks too. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I'd rather play Hushbringer than Linden this turn. Let's kill Liliana. Alright, and we're actually in an okay position. They've got a bunch of cards in their hand. I'm a little worried about that. Murderous Rider. Still with 4 mana. Yarrick's Finlurker. There goes Linden. Well, no, that's right. I forgot. So let's play Linden. I was just so ready, you know. I'm so defeated in this video. This deck is supposed to be good, I promise. Alright, they're at 5. I really wish they were at 4. That would be a much better life total for our intents and purposes here, but they play a land. They have 8 mana. Sure. Yeah. They pull back on attacks and then do nothing. So we will also do nothing. Well, we're not going to do nothing, but we're not going to attack with Linden this turn. It's like I don't think that we fear a sweeper of any kind from their deck. So let's throw down Loyal Pegasus. Like I don't think that we're overextending or anything. So as long as we can get in 3 damage next turn, we're fine. Okay, we got it. We got one, everybody. What is that? 3 wins and like 12 losses? Actually, I think it's like 4 losses, 3 wins. But again, it's just not extremely illustrative of what this deck is usually able to do. But, well, you know, I think that we actually did illustrate what the deck is at least trying to do. So I hope that you did like it. I mean, when the deck drew cards other than lands or actually drew lands, it was a good deck. Yeah, 20 lands. I just had to make extra double sure here. 2 Arden Vale, 18 planes. And it really could be 20 planes if you wanted, because in only like one of those games did we even start making tokens. But it was an important game. The ability to make tokens was very important in that game. And obviously Castle Ardenvale and Heraldic Banner sort of, I won't say combo well, but it is nice to make 2 power guys with Castle Ardenvale. So Unbreakable Formation wasn't important in any of those games. You may have noticed. Rally of Wings wasn't as important as it usually is. Usually this is one of the most important cards in the entire deck, but man, did we run up against some unfortunate stuff today, and some unfortunate like hands on the other side of the table. You know, that mono red matchup is usually supposed to be our strong point, but when they get all the best cards in their deck and all the mana to cast them in perfect sequence, then there's really not much anyone can do. So, but either way, I mean, the deck is, like I said, like I think $10 if you take out the Arden Vales, and under 15 if you leave them in, because Arden Vales I think like $1 right now, maybe a little bit less even. So, I mean, super cheap deck here. You know, at $10, under 15 if nothing else. And you could add stuff. You know, Idyllic Grange, even though I'm really wary about Idyllic Grange in this deck. And there's other stuff you could do with it too. I mean, there's actually a fair amount of decent, you know, white 1-drop creatures right now. At first I was on like Hunted Witness and Hazda Marshal, which is actually pretty decent, all things considered. But then this became more of a Flyers deck, so I wanted to add Rally of Wings and stuff. And like most of our creatures fly anyway, so why not? So this deck has changed a little bit over time, but all in all, even when it was just in a basic White Weenie and all that, it was still a fine deck. And if it gets the right opener and isn't disrupted too much, it really can just run away with games. So hope you liked it. I know the White Weenie has its fair share of fans, and I actually think this is a fine deck in this format right now, especially at the F&M level. You know, it's $10 for this thing. So if you want to try it out, then go to the link in the description, check out the deck on TCG Player, pick up any pieces that you might need for a super low price. You know, like I said, I mean, the deck is, you could easily get this thing for $10, super easy. So I'm not really sure how much Giant Killer is right now either, but it's probably, you know, $1, something like that. But add it all up, it's really easy to purchase deck right here. And it does have some real game in the format, especially, I mean, we saw like all the worst case scenario games in this video, but that can't be helped, you know. I guess the only other thing I want to say about the deck is that maybe you could come down a Sky Tether. This card is not super impactful in a lot of games. It's mostly there to make sure that we can get through with flyers and not get attacked by big stuff, right? So it is an important piece of removal on occasion, but I think you could probably get away with two, to be honest, and add like a Loyal Pegasus or a Giant Killer or another creature, you know, even a 4th Tomic or a 4th Linden, something like that. But it all depends on your local meta, what you're contending with and all that. But in any case, if you had fun, I had fun. I may have lost a few games there, but I had some fun. Then, you know, just pick up the deck, like the video, do all that stuff. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet, because I'm looking to get to 120K here. I'd really like to do that. But aside from that, follow me on Twitter at SBMTGDev, and check out the Patreon if you want to help pick what decks we do next on the channel. But aside from that, I guess I'm done. So I'll catch you cats later. I'm Dev from the Place. Thanks for watching, my wizards. Spread love and be kind.